In 2008, the Board of Directors met to better define the ministry's mission. In this meeting, through prayer and discussion, the board put to vote the mission statement, Transforming Men to Transform the World, which was passed unanimously.
So, first thing, do you have any restraining orders against you? Hold any restraining orders against anybody? No?
The staff now had clear direction, which allowed them to mobilize and better define the goals and objectives throughout the various aspects of the program of Transformation Life Center. An important part of TLC's unique identity is our community. Within any group of people working toward a common goal, there must be harmony, in which each person's contribution is accented. We understand that a thought leads to an attitude, which leads to an action, which leads to a habit to a lifestyle, and a lifestyle to one's destiny.
James, a servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes scattered.
In this, we share the significance of TLC's life verse, Romans 12:1 and 2, which is being transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Develop perseverance. Perseverance must finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything.
Upon visiting TLC, you will see a great deal of activity going on at any given time. Behind each project, there is weight and purpose. Based on the principle of iron sharpening iron, the men work together at their various tasks. The opportunity is then provided to explore and exercise the life skills that were presented to them in the classroom. We just completed rebuilding this whole foundation, the floor joists, in preparation for the tiling, which I'll show you when we go upstairs. Also, this is probably... The program goes beyond the symptoms and surface reasons of why one might have chosen a lifestyle of addiction. The topics discussed are deep and meaningful in nature. The type of classes and discussions that take place are far beyond a simple stop drinking and drugging mentality. They teach and encourage each man to seek a fulfilling and abundant life.
Must be on my way. Time is drawing near.
The average success rate of a secular program is 10% or less. In contrast to Transformation Life Center's success rate for men who complete our program, which is 70% or higher.
4 or 5 years ago is when things got bad. That's when I started to make the switch from partying to just using drugs heavily, needing drugs, needing to have that on a daily basis in order to feel, I guess, alive, to feel free.
You gotta hit a bottom, you know, and you can choose your bottom. You can put a red flag in the ground and say enough is enough.
I saw me from the outside, and I saw where I was at the time in a crack house or shooting gallery, whatever you want to call it, and I saw what my parents had raised me to be, how I had been raised in my life, and I grew up in the church, in Christian schools. I learned the right thing. I certainly didn't follow it, and when for the first time, I stepped back and I actually saw what my life was. I mean, it broke me down. I mean, big time. And I realized something has to change.
My house got raided, and I ended up doing some time in jail. And I got out, and I went to take this girl out, and I had to meet her at a church. And so when I met her there, I was too high, and I couldn't take being in a church. So I walked out, and a guy that noticed I was high, he came outside and he told me about a place called TLC. And 2 months later, after I'd just been up for too long, I gave him a call and I hopped on a plane.
For me, my whole life, I never finished anything. I was a Boy Scout for 8 years. I did not get my Eagle Scout. I missed it. I turned 18 too fast, but I wasn't motivated to finish. Stories like that my whole life. I went to a Christian high school, and I left the last semester so I could finish at an easier public school. You know, my life has been unfinished. You know, I've made a habit of not finishing things. So for me, success today is working TLC, doing the program. That was the first step in a line of what I have the vision for myself of long accomplishing my goals. So TLC was number one. At the end of the semester, it'll be number two because I'll have my associate's degree. Lord willing, in 2 years, it'll be number three, and I'll have my bachelor's degree, and so on and so forth.
For me, success right now is just doing what I'm supposed to do, and just being where I'm supposed to be, when I'm supposed to be there.
As we participate in a relationship with Jesus Christ through our common goal, participating in the community, our integrated curriculum, the way we teach issue management, our focus on work ethic, and training in practical ministry, we offer each hurting man the opportunity for success.